Hello, everyone out there in SAP world. I hope your day is going well. I'm here today with another use case for reasons to look at PowerConnect over traditional SAP monitoring. Today, I want to talk to you about one of my favorite use cases. We're talking about QRFC monitoring. These are methods by which SAP uses to send iDocs or documents to other systems, could be SAP or non-SAP systems that accept these types of docs. And so there are two transactions in SAP that we would use to monitor those being SMQ1 for outbound messages and SMQ2 for inbound queues. And so traditionally, as a basis administrator, we would come to this transaction, and really we're looking for queues that are stopped. So we indicate that by clicking this X here in waiting queues only, and then checking the logs. So these messages queue up, hence the name QRFC, because I have to go into their target systems in a specific order. So what happens is these messages will fail, and then the expectation is that somebody will come in here, correct whatever the error is, and then re-kick off these messages so that they can be processed in the order in which they sent. This is very important for doing things like updating inventory, right? You don't want somebody to buy something that's already been sold, so you have to make sure that that item is removed from inventory before the next action takes place on that table or for those documents. So traditionally, we'd have to come in here, look for things that are stuck. We would fix them, and then they go away. If we were to look without the messages that are stuck, we get to see everything. So everything that's running, everything that's waiting to be run, and also those messages which are stuck. The problem is if there was a message that got stuck at some point, and then the error resolves itself, and due to a retry, that message ends up getting sent, we have no record of that. And obviously, when we're dealing with the sensitive type of data that we're working with in SAP, time-sensitive data that must go out in a specific time, a lot of times for orders or whatnot. We want to be alerted if those types of errors occur so that we can be more proactive in correcting those things so that if there is a bump, it doesn't last longer than expected so that actual services are impacted. So if we hop over to our Splunk dashboard, this dashboard itself actually represents both SMQ1 and SMQ2, and we changed that simply by clicking this radio button. And one of the things that I really like about it is this time graph that shows the number of failures for QRFCs over time. So that scenario that we were just talking about, if I were to come in the morning and see, that there was a spike here. Now, obviously, this is a demo system, so the rate of failure is very constant, and we have a flat line here. But if this were a live production system, I could see at 1 p.m. here that there were messages that were in status sysfail. So because we're sending full fidelity data to Splunk, I don't need to go back to my target system to find out what actually occurred. I can click directly here on the sysfail status, and it will show me all of the messages that failed during that time and the reason why they failed. So in this example here, I can see that there were messages that were heading to this other SAP system, and those failed because, the queue was stopped. So we can see here at the end of this, queue stopped. So this is a fantastic use case, one that, I hope a lot of you find interest in. Of course, one of the great things about this use case is that now we can also create alerts anytime one of these messages fails so that we can get eyes on it, make sure that it gets processed in a timely fashion. But yeah, great use case here for implementing PowerConnect in your landscape. I hope you found this useful. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much.